This is the AEW Rampage October 4th, 2024 full show results video which takes place at Petersen Events Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The show started with a trios match between Katsuyori Shibata and Private Party vs Jack Perry and Young Bucks. Early action includes Shibata running in with a big boot to knock Perry off the apron while Party dive over the ropes onto the Bucks, and the match briefly breaks down with all six men beating the hell out of each other on the outside. The Elite have the advantage going into the commercial break after a senton from the Bucks and DDT to the floor from Perry at the same time on Party. Nicholas hits Queen with a Super Falcon Arrow later in the fight and Shibata tags in and goes right after Perry. Shibata hits the PK but Matthew makes the save and the Bucks come in with a super kick party on Shibata, Cassidy, and Queen. Cassidy nails Perry with a destroyer and Private Party follows up with Gin and Juice, but the Bucks make the save. Matthew counters Silly String with a double Northern Lights suplex and Bucks hit the EDP trigger and want to finish with the TK driver. In the end, Nicholas is tripped on the apron and Matthew is rolled up by Queen, and Katsuyori Shibata and Private Party won the match by pinfall. Stokely Hathaway is watching backstage on a monitor and likes what he sees. Kris Statlander is interviewed and she says it's a new era for her and she's on her own again, a born-again Kristen. She says she's the biggest, the toughest, and then she's interrupted by Camille. Mercedes Moan walks by and talks trash and leaves. Harley Cameron is out of her mind while being interviewed by Renee Paquette and she cuts a brief promo on Queen Aminata ahead of their match tonight. The next match happened between Camille vs Zoe Lynn, and the result of this match was Camille defeated Zoe Lynn by pinfall when Camille spears Zoe and has the match won a few seconds later with some kind of inverted high-impact move. Renee Paquette interviews Anna Jay and she thanks Will Ospreay for complimenting her recent work in the ring. She dares anyone to come try her if they don't believe the hype. Deonna Purrazzo and Taya Valkyrie talk about the code of their new group and they are bound together by the code. Those that want respect must give respect and those that refuse will get respect beaten into them. The next match happened between Queen Aminata vs Harley Cameron. Harley runs in with a knee and rubs Queen's face across her chest and Aminata fights back and uses a powerful strike to gain the advantage. In the end, Harley lands a bunch more offense throughout the fight, but Aminata puts her down with the Queen's crown headbutt for the pinfall win. Serena Deeb attacks Aminata from behind after the match and works her left leg over, and Britt Baker runs in with a steel chair to make the save as Deeb runs away. Daddy Ass and the Acclaimed cut a promo on MXM Collection and Daddy Ass makes fun of them for not knowing he was Hans. Caster likes that his new jacket makes his tits pop out and everyone loves the Acclaimed. In the main event of the show, we saw a match between Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly vs Big Bill and Brian Keith. Shirtless Chris Jericho is on commentary for this match and Bill mocks Orange's hands in the pockets gimmick. Orange relaxes and lays down on the mat and rolls out of the ring when Bill comes after him and O'Reilly tags in and he also rolls out of the ring like Cassidy. They drive the big man nuts by teasing they will enter the ring but not letting him get his hands on them. Keith tags in and slaps Kyle in the face, so O'Reilly gives chase outside the ring and Big Bill gets involved, but Cassidy dives through the ropes onto him. Big finally tags back in later in the match and squishes the babyfaces in the corner, and he takes Orange down to the mat with a spinning slam and rams Kyle into a knee strike from Keith. Brian is the legal man and gets a 2 count on Orange with another knee strike, and Orange counters Brian's Diamond Dust and sends him out of the ring. The babyfaces team up to chop Bill down and Brian hits an avalanche exploder on Cassidy. Kyle gets Brian down in an ankle lock submission and then Jericho runs onto the ring apron to distract the referee as Brian taps out. Rocky Romero sends Jericho into the steel steps but is wiped out by Bill. In the end, the babyfaces connect with a high-low combination on Brian in the ring and won the match by pinfall, and the show goes off the air.